Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the 4th of May to the 10th of May 2020. This is a general reading, may not resonate with everybody, but take what you will from it. Hope you enjoy it and get something from it. Let's see what the overall theme for your week is. A time for healing, the balsamic moon. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it all do with a bit of healing, that's for sure. Okay, let's move on. Put some more cards out. So, okay, so a time for healing. There has been some heartbreak. There's been a little bit of battered. Your heart's feeling a bit battered at the moment, Scorpio. You are really, you're struggling a little bit at the moment to sort of make sense of everything and why it's happened to you and what did you do to bring that all on. So there is definitely that healing of the heart space coming through for you there. So let's turn these up the right way and let's see what your reading brings, what comes out of it, and see if there's some synchronicity to to that healing energy. Cards looking good, looking good. Okay, so the overall energy is the King of Swords. So that's an Aquarius energy, but the King of Swords is a quite a masculine energy that knows what they want, knows how to get it because they know how to ask for it. They're also not afraid to cut things out of their life. So this, you may have to look at what isn't serving you, your purpose in your life. It could be an Aquarius that's part of that. Either it's going to support your healing or they're going to hinder your healing, or they could be part of the reason why you're needing to go into that healing space. If this is you, Scorpio, then you have the ability to say what you want and people will actually listen. So you can decide what you want in your life and what may need to leave in order for you to heal. Oh yes, now this fell on the floor when I was shuffling your cards before. So here we have the Ace of Wands. So there is something that hasn't got underway as it should have. There's been quite a lot of friction in there. It's been quite an explosive time. So whether it is that you've been wanting to start something and you've been working with someone else and maybe the Aquarius, and it hasn't happened because there's been too much sort of to-ing and fro-ing and a little bit of stubbornness there and not being able to get your point across. Now you are still there, you're still standing strong and you're still wanting to make something happen. You're just going to have to rely on that electric energy to come through and help you on that way. So as I said, there could be a letting go of something, cutting out of something just to make that happen easier. Right, now this is your mindset. So this is the Tower. So this is yes. So this is saying something has to give, something has to go. It has to, whatever's been built up in your mind isn't worked. So, you really need to just take it down brick by brick and rebuild it because it ain't happening the way it is. And you're getting some messages through from the divine, which is allowing you to sort of intuitively know what you need and what you don't need. Now, here is the Lovers card. So this could potentially be a relationship, because this is the basis of your reading. Relationship that hasn't gone quite according, to the way that you've wanted it to, and that you felt that you need to start again and really start to join these two energies, the masculine and the feminine energy together, because you're wanting this to work. So, yeah, there is that wanting things to really, to just come right for you, whatever the relationship is. Now, in the past, you have the Knight of Wands, and this is an action card, but this is you moving away. So you have, you kind of, you've got that. Once again, you've got that, the bit of friction, a bit of sort of like it's been a bit explosive. You found that at times you've had to sort of move away from whatever you're wanting to happen and just sort of retreat for a little while because it's become quite intense. So that's in the past. Now, in the immediate future, you have the Seven of Cups, which is can be seen as the confusion card, because there's too many choices. So there's been a lot of choices. If it was that way, I'd say you were still in that. But because it's around this way, the Scorpio, is that you're starting to figure out what you actually do want. And you're getting some messages from Spirit. There's, coming through, sort of guiding you, giving you some understanding, some clarity of what's going on. And so you are able to move away from the confusion, and you are starting to say, yes, I want that, no, I don't want that, da-da-da. So you're, that's a good place to be. So you can really start to make things, going forward. Now here, this is you. So you are ready to take that next step on your journey, and you're just looking out to see just where you might actually go. So, it may mean that you've had to walk away from something, but it certainly shows that you've got, this beautiful wand here, this, that's got all this, it's like hieroglyphics. So there's some messages coming through. There's that you're going to be guided on your journey as you progress through. Now this is you ready to go. Now this is you in the situation. So in order for that to happen, is that you're letting go of the burden. You have had enough. If that was that way, you'd still be carrying the burden, but you're not carrying the burden anymore. You're just about there. You're going to drop this blooming big bunch of logs or whatever, and this heaviness, and you're about to drop it off the 10. You're at the end of the cycle. So you are that, in order for you to move on in your journey, you need to be able to let go of anything that is burdening you. All right, so here we have, and this is your hopes and fears, is the Six of Pentacles. So you are hoping that you are moving in the right direction as far as bringing in enough, income, resources, abundance, whatever it is, so that you can look after everybody. So part of your intention there, Scorpio, is that you want to actually be able to provide. Now, Scorpio is very, passionate and resourceful. So you do want to make it happen, and you have the best intentions, really. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Swords. And with the Knight of Swords, he's in the opposite direction. So, you have said your piece, and you do not feel like you need to have to keep telling anybody what you think, what you want, how to go about it. You are actually really quite satisfied in where you're at, and how you have to approach people. You're not bothering to say anything anymore. You're not bothering to even try and cut anything out. Apologies, that is the Knight of Swords. So with that, there is that action too. So with the Knight of Swords, it is very much, when I talk about action, about cutting things out. So you are prepared to not only cut them out, but you're prepared to move away from them. And through this you are elevating yourself into that energy that you had at the beginning. So you moved away, you're moving towards this, back to this, where you're starting to stand your ground and saying, this is what I want and what I don't want. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse, to me, is that you are able to stand your ground and not worry about whether you're going to be sort of, sidelined or blindsided or anything like that. You're quite happy to sort of not have to be looking things straight on, tackling things straight on, because you've already made your decision. And this, this is a great energy to have. But we will do some clarifying cards on that, as well as a couple of other ones here. Now I'd like to clarify the Ace of Wands, or the One of Wands that's in reverse there, and some more information on that. Okay, so what we have here is the King of Pentacles. Well, that's really good. Because what that is saying is that you are ready to take it to the next level. You're feeling strong. You're ready to bring everything that you've been getting ready, and you're bringing it to the forefront. You know where you stand. You know what you're able to do, and you're really quite confident in your ability to make things happen and manifest things. So that's either that, or that's somebody else's energy that is going to be there helping you along the way. So they may be helping you to and it's a Virgo energy. They may be helping you to find your way or make some really big decisions, but be very centered and solid. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Cups there, Scorpio. All right, so we've got 2 for that. Okay, so yes, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So whatever you choose is going to be fortuitous. Is going to be, there's going to be success there. It's definitely going to work out. And here we've got the Sun. So yes, you're on the right track. Whatever you choose, you know what you want. You know how to go about it. You're going to find the ability to do that. And I'm going to do a clarifier for the Knight of Swords over here in reverse for our last card on that. And bearing in mind that this any of these cards can change. This is just an energy. This is an overview. So, you can change things at any time if you so choose. It's not set in concrete. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands, yes. So, you are ready to sort of, start to move towards another direction, start to look at, other options, other ideas, sort of other projects that might benefit you. You're starting to see what you can make grow in that. So, you've sort of moved away from trying to, get everything out of your life and try to figure it all out. You're quite happy to just know that you are in the right space for you, and you're now ready to start on that new direction quite nicely there. Okay, so we had time for healing there. So to come through from, things having to be broken down and making things come into alignment, which is what you've been trying to do, and as we had in the past there, that you were trying to make things happen. You were trying to work things out and start things and get things moving in the right direction, but there was a bit of friction and a bit of something standing in your way. Then going through that, you will, by taking that time out to do some healing, you're going to find that you are going to be stronger. You're going to be even more sure of who you are and what you're doing, and you'll be able to launch yourself. All right, so the last card we're going to pull here for you, Scorpio, is Solitude. Alone but not lonely. Yay. So if it was a relationship that you've had to let go, that you've had to move away from, that hasn't worked out, and you've really had to sort of say, oh, look, we need to can this and start again, that healing phase will allow you to be okay with who you are on your own. So you won't need somebody else in your life to feel whole, to feel like you are, you are got a firm foundation, that you're on solid ground. Beautiful. So you can be on your own and not have to, be with somebody else, especially if that person is going to make things harder for you. You're on a journey, you're on your way, so you go for it, and you enjoy this week there, Scorpio, and have so much fun, and just the world is opening up to you. So yeah, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.